Alright, so I was recently asked, I did a typing speed test for my Ducky Premiere, and so I was asked to do a review on it, so I'm just going to kind of give you my impressions of it. I bought my Ducky Premiere back in February, and yeah. So anyway, I'll show you the packaging. It comes in this kind of packaging. It looks a little more businessy. That's kind of what I was aiming for, really. I ended up getting the white and green. Let me just take it and show you here. I have it on my desk. So here it is. Pretty cool. I like the font. The font is awesome. One thing I also want to note, let me see if I can move it over just a little bit. On the right side, I like how it has these macro keys here. So there's like Home, Outlook, My Computer, and Calculator. Those are normally not buttons you normally see. You normally see like the numlock and that's really just about it. But instead they kind of give you like a little extra on the top. The thing though that I will complain about though is, I don't know if you can't see. You can't see. There's no caps lock, scroll lock, num lock. There's none of those LEDs up on top. Now, when you do, there is a lighting mode that you can set it up for, where you do have an LED, blue LED, show up under those keys. So num lock would have a blue. There's even like an escape one. Caps lock. Let me just get in here. I hate micro USB sometimes. Let's see. It's kind of tight in the back. Oh, also one other thing I want to note. I don't know if you can see it, but there on the back, the kind of like the plaque on the back, it's a Ducky Shine 3. That's what it says. It's kind of funny, but it's the Ducky Shine 3 body. The keyboard's the body, and then it's basically just toned down to be a little bit more used for typists or professional use. The keyboard comes with the key puller, which is nice. It has Ducky on it. It's kind of cool. It also comes with these keycaps. Now, these may be PVT, these may not, but I'll tell you right now, these are not PVP thick. And I'll show you. This, let me just see if I can pull it up close enough to the camera here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. This is the one that comes with it. The red ones, the red WASDs. And these are pretty much for gamers, but I think that's what they're intended for, but I would never mess with my white and green, ever. Or if you had the dark gray and the blue, I'd never mess with that either. And here's PVT, and it is super thick. I don't know if it's focused, gosh. Because it's white, it's gonna be hard. But it's a lot thicker. And the feel is pretty, it's a lot different. It feels more stiff, but also feels more solid, in my opinion. It just is. When I type, I feel like I have a better grip on the keys. I don't slide around as much. What I will say though too is also the great thing about the PVT die subbed keycaps that came with the Premiere series for Ducky is that they won't bleed. I have one key. Let me see if I can pull it out. That I use all the time. I use this keyboard for work, and so primarily I'm pressing the F3 key a lot. And in this program that I use, F3 is exit. I know it's kind of weird, but this is F3. Oh gosh, it's gonna be horrible. I'm sorry, but you could tell, if you can tell, it's something's just smearing, but the black is starting to disappear a little bit. Now I put blue keycaps on the back of my keys. The reason being was my hands would get really strained after, I type pretty fast, under 20, 140 words a minute. And after a while my hands would just get tired. I think a lot of it really had to do with the profile of the keyboard, since there's no keyboard rest. I bought this is, let me see if I can get it. This is a graffiti wrist rest. It's starting to wear out a little bit. This is the 17. There's also a big one where you can put your forearms on it. I don't find that very comfortable. I just basically just my wrist and then just hands on the keyboard. That's what I'm comfortable with. I also use this above my desk. I also have a Logitech G710, which I have underneath my desk, which is on a keyboard tray. It is so much more comfortable with the keyboard tray underneath your desk. If you have it on the top of your desk, make sure you get a comfortable rest, because it's definitely going to hurt over time. You're not going to like it unless you probably have. I mean, hey, you may or may not, but I didn't care for it. Also, too, the keyboard does come with like a manual. I lost the manual. It's kind of like this little small booklet. I contacted Ducky, and they sent me a PDF, so I have the entire list here. It's pretty cool. They have some pretty cool lighting modes. They have USB repeat acceleration. I don't really care for it. I don't know what you would use it for. The multimedia keys are also kind of intuitive as well. Function plus, deletes, mutes, and they have volume up. So the 6 buttons above the arrow keys, so your insert, your delete, and home and page up, page down are all multimedia keys, which I think that's nice. You can pretty much reach those with your right hand, FN plus one of those. Then you have FN plus F10 to do WASD, escape illuminated, escape plus WASD illuminated, and you get the number pad as well, which is nice. So that's cool. Also on the back of the keyboard, you have your dip switches, which is kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I really like it. It's great for work. For gaming, I haven't really used it for gaming. The switches are great. I love blue switches. They feel, I like how blues feel. I feel, you feel the switch going all the way down. With the O-rings though, which I got from WASD, which I'll put in my details, it does reduce the actuation, or not the action point, but the press down. It'll be very hard for you to bottom out. You get about midway, and then it'll push back at you pretty hard, so you won't, it may be a little weird for some. And I guess really the only complaint I really have about it is no LED indications on the top, like the circle LED indications you normally get on most keyboards, which tell you, oh, num lock on, scroll lock, caps lock, all that stuff. So that's my only complaint. And yeah, so that's been my review. I guess, I don't know, I don't have a number or anything for it. I would say it's probably one of the better options for professional use. If you use it for gaming, I guess that works too. But go in knowing that if you like these red caps, these are probably not PWT. They may be PWT, but they're definitely not thick. They're definitely thin. The keycaps that come on them already are thick, so just keep that in mind. Alright, that's just my review.